And then at the end, Winter was just like, yeah, I think he was probably about Diamond 1. And you were like, what? No, I thought he was actually good. And I was just imagining like your entire audience's collective self-esteem just dropped by 25%.
Welcome back to Rank Roulette, the StarCraft 2 game show where we watch your send-in replays, try to guess their ranks, and fail miserably. The current standings for the playoffs are as follows, with Winter, McCanning, Uppertree, and Serral in qualifying spots. Winter and McCanning are safe, while Uppertree and Serral still are at risk of being knocked down. Let's get ready to rumble.
And for the penultimate episode of the regular season, we have our favorite faceless explainer. It is, of course, Casually Explained.
How's it going, guys? Happy to be here.
And on the other side, the captain who still needs everything in life to be explained to him. It's Harstem.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here. When's the last time you touched StarCraft? Do you remember?
Oh, this might be my replay.
I do believe that when you played, your cannon rushing was a little bit better than this. You're not much of a cheeser, though, right?
Not really, no. I usually just found a build that worked and just did it repeatedly, hoping they would get me to rank 200 Grandmaster. And it did. So there you go.
Yeah, but a solid macro player is what I recall, Jamie. I can casually explain.
Well, it must have been all the coaching, I think.
Yeah, the coaching was good. All right, this does look very interesting, as this is not the actual natural base. That also isn't the actual third base we see appear on the minimap right now. While the blue Protoss has 4 base already, and both are trying to transition into Airtels, so probably a fairly high-level game.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty standard probe micro, I think, so... I mean, he could be anywhere on the... he could be anywhere still, I don't know.
It's like...
I mean, I feel like this looks like, those games where they have, like, high school students, like, code programs to make, like, AI programs. Yeah. And you get in those moments where, like, the stalkers just A-move and can't actually accomplish anything. I'm not sure that these people are humans, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Although I feel like with the AIs, they always make sure that the A move is coded in very well. Every move command. There's no move commands, only A move commands.
Yeah. The APM would be a little higher too.
Yeah. Also,
I gotta say, I'm not.
Both of them at 0 there. They were just watching the fight.
I mean, that's really how the game was meant to be played. So
they couldn't remember
the
if they were
casual pan
there.
over. You're just gonna pan over to these other stalkers here.
He's actually a director.
He was kind of hard countering those DTs though. Hard counter them with those cannons. That was pretty smart.
It's a good. I love the single carrier in there as well, and I love that he got so many upgrades as well for that single carrier, just in case.
Well, it's smart because what if he had 10 immortals right now? Those stalkers might be in trouble, but with the one carrier.
He did A move this time. Look.
I mean, upgrades aren't bad.
That
was it. That was the whole thing. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that is what 2 minutes and 15 seconds looks like. Now,
the thing here is that was a fast-paced action.
I can call you Jamie, right, or Mr. Cash?
Yeah, that's okay.
Mr. Casually Explained.
Mr. Cash, Mr. Cash Money. Yeah, no, that's okay. No, Jamie's good.
James, all right, Jamie. Listen to me. Listen what it is here. The problem with this game was that
I already forgot the game. Hearthstone.
It started with a cannon rush.
Even know what happened.
It started with a cannon rush, which was defended perfectly, and then the defender proxied his natural, his third, and went mass void ray into nothing. That was it, just pure void ray. Then the opponent countered the mass void ray by building 8 immortals, and then going into mass stalker single carrier.
So you would say that's not a good strategy?
I think the strategies, if I were to rate them on a scale from 1 to 5.
Yeah. Are you there, Harstem? Yeah, because you were just like, if I were to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah, and then was just silent.
Like a 0? Like, what is that?
I'll pick it up from there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't pretend this never happened. All right, Jamie, if I had to rate this on a scale from 1 to 5, I would feel bad that I had to give it a 1 star because this was the strategies were very poor. Now some of the control was better, especially once our blue player figured out the A move button. I felt like that, and the macro wasn't bad. He had a lot of workers.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they were also having a fun time, which has to account for something. Like every time they have a little battle, they would just stop playing and watch it play out. I thought that was kind of nice.
Yes, although that is really nice for them personally, I'm not sure. Not sure if that has a lot of influence on their skill level. But I like that you mentioned it anyway.
That's a good point.
You know, the positive as well.
I just feel like they're probably going to watch the video. They send their replays in, and we're probably making lowering their self-esteem. So it'd be a nice pick me up, I think.
Yeah.
I got to say, I can't tell you my guess. I have to send it.
No, send it in first. Send it in, then we can review.
Okay, let me just do that. Hang on 1 second.
I went for silver 1.
I went for silver 3.
Oh, very nice. So close.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the lower level, I'm just gonna. It's very difficult. It's almost impossible to get. We could be off by 5 divisions. We could be completely correct, or off by 1 division. It's.
Oh, what server? It was Europe though. So I mean,
that also gives no info.
No? You don't think so?
No. No. This is
so.
People that get the answer correct will often say things like, it's because I thought about the server. But these same people then will just get the next one wrong entirely, even if it's the same server.
Oh, yeah, true. I got to say, as a side note, like before we got on the call, I was watching some of your other rank roulette just to sort of familiarize myself again. Mm-hmm. And I think you did one with like Winter or something like that. And you watched a replay. And then at the end, Winter was just like, I think he was probably about Diamond 1. And you were like, what? No, I thought he was actually good. I was just imagining like your entire audience's collective self-esteem just dropped by 25%.
That's very nice.
Tough love, tough love.
Yeah, tough love. They get a little fun. But then when I give them a compliment, so for example, sometimes I tell someone that, I think they're Masters 1, they end up being like platinum, then the compliment truly means something,
Oh, that's true, yeah.
That's the beauty of tough love. Yeah. All right, Hamster, let's spin the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Right in the middle. That is just beautiful.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good at this.
Yeah, it felt like that as well. And the fact that it's Europe, that definitely plays into it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, second game, Hamster. What do we got?
The next one.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Classic Protoss players.
Yeah, this is better, though. Like, this is a position.
Well, I feel like the gameplay speaks for itself. This guy's like the Hans Niemann of Protoss. Okay, so so now he's got okay, so he took the gold.
Now this makes a lot of sense. So he cannon rushed, then the other guy took the gold.
This seems fine.
Then cannon rushed again, and then continues cannon rushing a base where there's no base. He could just ignore this, but he isn't.
Yeah. Gee, I'm getting used to this pacing, man. This gameplay is too fast. I come from Wings of Liberty, dude. Like, we'd have like 12 probes at this point.
9 minutes in, let me get my net.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't bad, I feel. Like, strategically, it seems relatively sound. And, like, their macros, better than the last game.
Yeah, but strategically sound. Can you please elaborate the strategically sound part? My man is building pure Ravager against... I guess it's working because the guy doesn't move out of
I was going to say, can't argue with the results.
That is exactly what strategically sound means. Yeah, can't argue with the results.
I love Protoss players, dude, that are just like a little lower level, who are just like, they just think of like, what are the good units, and I'm going to build those. And it's always Void Ray Dark Templar.
And then carriers.
Oh, now he's got some carriers. Okay. I mean, this looks, it kind of resembles... I don't think this is that bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that bad. And usually looking at the production tab is a pretty big hint as well. Like if lots of is happening on the production tab, especially during fights. Look at this. This Zerg was losing his queens and at the same time was queuing up new upgrades. So they know it's pretty high
I was
level.
just looking at the upgrades too. I feel like when you say, "Oh, that was pretty high level," you're baiting me into rating it higher than it's supposed to be.
No, I'll help you out here as well. Although, do you really need help? You were off by 1 last time.
No, I don't need help.
Yeah, I don't need help. You're
probably
a
gonna
big
win
boy.
this
You can figure
season,
it out
What
by
are you
yourself.
talking about? Yeah, I'm kind of smurfing right now. All right, so I submit my thing. I'm gonna go with. This is exciting. I like the guessing part.
You're happy with yours? Okay, you're allowed to reveal first.
Oh, I can tell you?
Yeah, you can tell.
I went with Plat 3.
Nice. I went with Diamond 3. Why Plat 3?
Just felt right. I feel like in my head, I was like, in the mid game when they're floating all those resources, like that kind of made me feel that, like, because I remember when I came back and started playing more in Legacy of the Void, like I found that, like, say, back in the old days, just from macro alone, you could easily be like mid-high masters. When I came back, I found I got kind of stuck with really good macro, like maybe Diamond 2 or something, like Diamond 1. And I feel like I had no strategic skill, but good macro. And so I'm doing like some calculus on that, where I thought like the fact that their macro wasn't that good, but their strategy was okay. I don't know. I think it's around Plat, I would guess, but that's my logic.
Yeah, I always feel like that cannon rushers, though, are a little bit higher than they should be, you know?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the cannon rush was decent. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
It wasn't a terrible cannon rush. And it could just be that we hit the one Zerg that kind of knows how to defend cannon rush. And then the toss didn't look so impressive after, but this is not where his skills are, you know? Like if you...
Yeah, that's a good point.
What is it they say again? If you judge a goldfish by its ability to climb, you're going to have a very depressed goldfish.
Yeah, is that who said that? Albert Einstein?
Yeah, something like that. I feel like that's Albert Einstein. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might actually be.
Yeah, for once.
Oh, no,
that man, Albert Einstein.
Dude, that was a smart guy.
Jeez, all right, let's spin the wheel, see how right we are.
All right, let's see it.
If anything, I'd say a little bit lower for me. Never mind, I'm perfect.
No.
I did say Diamond 3, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking...
Do you ever just look at all the replays beforehand so you can just outshine all your opponents, all your guests?
No, I've never done that yet, but it's actually a really good plan to get a better reputation in front of my audience. Just a couple of episodes in a row, get everything right. This is a good build. But there's a ghost. This is not a good build.
Ghost reporting.
Do you think this Protoss scouted?
I have no idea, Harstem. I'm not sure. I feel like...
Finished learning.
Oh, which... is that the tasteless announcer pack?
It might have been. I don't know.
That's what I'm interested in.
So he has enough money to buy that.
Yes,
this guy's wealthy. He must be smart.
Must be smart. Exactly.
Yeah, I think if you open up with Robo first, generally, that's a good play. It's a safe play. But then he forgot about the Observer.
I feel it's also weird that the Protoss isn't running his probes away at all. Like, he's just kind of hugging them against the Nexus.
It is possible he's never seen invisible units before and was really confused what was happening.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone's seen invisible units before.
This is the last time you're ever invited. Oh no. This is a nice attack though. No meta effects, but those are for the weak.
And he's got like decent like micro too, like the little stutter stepping and stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like the Terran's like, you know, doing all right. I feel the Protoss is kind of blundering it, but I think his opening was okay. Oh!
Dude, that would have been a legendary move. This is a good pickup as well. Maybe not quite as good as I thought it would be. If he drops into the main, this is a high tier player.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm not a huge fan of the double robo disruptor pumping. I'm not a huge fan of the lack of upgrades for the Terran. The camera also doesn't move so quick.
We could use some help here.
Nice target fire.
That was actually really nice. You saw how precise he was with that? Dude, he was clicking to make sure the zealots didn't get hit. I'm less precise with my purification, Novas. I'm GM. Now, I don't want to, push you in any direction, but...
Are you saying that replay was Harstem versus Big Gabe? Is that... you submit your own for these?
It's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying it could be possible. I think it was a little bit lower level than I was. I think I would like to believe I moved my probe away against a double ghost.
Yeah. All right.
This is a rough one, though, because it was a chaotic game. Okay, so here's another big tip, a fat tip after 4 seasons of Ranked Roulette.
Okay. Yeah.
Is if the game is chaotic, players look worse.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair enough. I remember, too, this is, one thing that I noticed. This is probably a couple years ago, though. But I remember, when I was maybe Masters 3 or something, nobody did drops. No one, unless it was a Widow Mine opening, no one did any harass. And so I feel like that cute little pickup and run around the back.
Masters 3 at least.
Yeah, that's my logic, I think, yeah.
I like it. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Send it in, buddy. You'll do great.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I am doing you great. I think I've nailed it.
No way. Okay, I sent mine in. Did you send yours? Yep. All right, I went for Platinum 3.
Masters 2.
No, wait, really?
Yeah. What server was it? Europe?
Yeah, no.
Easily Masters 2. Yeah, no, trust me on this one, Harstem. You're just not thinking.
You're
straight,
so
dude.
far off. It's crazy.
He didn't scout the ghost, dude. He didn't scout the ghost, bro.
He didn't move his probes away.
It was a chaotic game. It looked worse than you thought.
Dude, I was just pulling your leg. I thought you were aware. I thought you were on the joke.
No. The Protoss was bad. The Terran was a bit better. Guarantee. It might be GM, Harstem. Come on, dude.
I spin the wheel. This is... honestly, Platinum 3 was my high guess. It might be gold.
No.
What?
Told you. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It's a chaotic game, Harstem. What was I telling you? When it's a chaotic game, players look worse than they
You didn't build medevacs. Wait, that's what I told you. That's not how it works.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what I said, Harstem. I think you got to learn from the best.
That's true.
How's so bad?
Your score is freaking insane.
Well, I'm pretty good at this. Harstem. Don't sleep on me, dude. I'm kind of low-key a big StarCraft fan.
Oh my god.
I think I might actually have an advantage because I'm not very good. So I've actually recognized my own level more than you do.
No, this is not an. I've been practicing this game for years. I've perfected the art of guessing the correct rank. You just come in here. You don't even know how to spell StarCraft. You come in here and you guess the right rank. It is very frustrating to me, Jamie.
Yeah, well, I didn't guess it right. I was still off, but not bad.
All right. I just want to talk about that last game still for a second. That pickup was awful.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
It wasn't
fine, dude.
I
thought it was fine. What was wrong with it?
It took too long for him to send it away. This isn't Masters 2 level in Europe. I've seen Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this game.
Yeah.
Then how did people split at your level, Jamie? Do you remember that? Any good anecdotes for that?
Yeah, I don't play either of these races, so this one's going to be a struggle, I think.
This is where your expertise leaves us.
Yeah, it runs dry.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the creep spread. Okay. I mean, he's expanding pretty decently.
He's pre-splitting.
But he's already 60 supply ahead, so I mean, I feel like there wasn't a lot of... Do people people only submit games they win, right?
Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in 4 seasons we had 1 loss.
Oh yeah, great.
Ooh, that's a nice micro.
Yep. Yeah, a little slow on the siege. I feel it's the classic sort of lose 50% of my Marines while I click on my siege tank to siege it up.
Do you think this is worse than last game or better?
Worse, definitely worse.
Really?
Yeah. He was literally just watching his army die it dies. 2 seconds later, he switches back to his base to macro.
His macro's crazy though. You see that? He's a macro monster.
Yeah, worker count's looking good.
Yeah, but also just everything. Like he produces quickly. He has enough. Like his composition is just pure Marines, but I'm okay with that against what he's playing against. I don't know. Okay, to me,
he loves scanning. I feel he's so frightened of like either burrowed banelings or just like not seeing what's he's running into.
Yeah. That's good. And look, he's pre-splitting, man. I think this guy's just weak in the big fights. He just hit his own biles. You saw that? I think his own banes with biles. I didn't even know that was possible. That's a difficult moving target to hit.
Nice drop.
Okay, legit. That pickup was way cleaner than the game before.
Harstem, you're tripping, bro. I don't know.
Okay, the other guy, he lifted up. No, you know what he did? He boosted and then stood still for 4 seconds in that third game. That's what happened. And now you're gaslighting me into believing that this is worse.
That was definitely worse. I'm 100% certain that's worse, dude.
And you thought it was Masters 2 last time, and it was Diamond 1. Do you think it was worse than your last guess or worse than the actual rank?
Worse than the actual rank. I think they were worse. I thought those players were worse.
Oh man, you're getting baited into giving so much info away, Jamie. You're a true amateur. No. I'm not going to tell you anything now.
It hasn't seemed to help you very much.
I'm going to just send it in. I know so much now. Full info.
Hang on, wait. Now I need to think about this.
Yeah, when push comes to shove.
Oh, God, this is hard. I need to Google like the league distributions because it's not equal weighted anymore. Fuck. What server was it? Oh, NA. Okay, that
changes things. That's the thing that changes things. Yeah.
That's got to be that. Okay, I locked it in.
All right. What did you go for, Jamie?
Diamond 3.
Okay, I went for Masters 2.
What? Really? Are you serious?
Yeah. I thought this was significantly better than the game before. The game before was a guy that played a one-base...
Yeah, but you were wrong, though.
Yes, it doesn't matter. No. Sometimes the rank is just... Sometimes you
but
get
here's
tricked.
the thing.
No. Wait. No. Let me explain to you first. Okay, I'm a seasoned veteran. All right, I'm not gonna get tricked by a bad previous guess and then gaslighting myself that is the new normal. That last game, this was an outlier. You know what we do with statistical outliers. Jamie.
Yep.
Do you know what we do with statistical outliers?
We ask ourselves, is there something we could learn from this?
No,
and then
throw
say
it out.
no, and then throw away the data.
We throw it out. We throw it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's gone. Statistical outlier. It's gone. Now it's your
Usain
turn.
Bolt, get rid of him. Michael Jordan doesn't count. Look, okay, here's my rationalization. My rationalization is this game looked way better than it was because the Terran was like 80 supply ahead, like from like literally the second clip. And so it looked like he was doing a lot, but he was like 80 supply ahead the whole time. So he was just kind of like, oh, look, I'm ahead. I'm going to make a really cool replay to make me look way better. And I'm going to submit it to Harstem. And he's going to say, wow, this guy's like Masters 2 or something. And that'll boost my self-esteem. That's what the guy was thinking when he did that replay. He's actually not that good.
That actually makes a lot of sense. And I regret my choice. Let's spin the wheel.
Okay.
I like your rationalization a lot more.
Oh, fuck. Oh, bro. I was good. I was closer, so, you know. But still, I shouldn't have done the Europe thing in my own head. I would have almost nailed it. But anyway, what do you have to say for yourself, Harstem? Mr. Oh, it was better than last game.
Yeah, I just don't know. I like it's legit. I think I actually got tricked by this guy just owning him. I think but also the drop, the pickup was way cleaner than the game before. I want to see a bigger sample size of the Terran's games before. I just want to see more games of him. I want to study this guy.
Well, I think the difference is like nearly every single replay we've watched, I've probably played these people on ladder. So it's like
no. This guy sneaked into diamond. He sneaked in there. You know how there's always one of these guys in a company. Anyone that works in an office knows there's one guy everyone looks at and is like, how did this guy get the job? Like, he can't even turn on the PC and he's a coder. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why does he work at Google? You know, that's that guy in Diamond.
yeah.
Every other Diamond
I
looks
say
at this
that-
guy's like, this doesn't make any sense. And it really doesn't. I'm
Yeah.
not even going to apologize either.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. I think about that from my own office, and I'm the only one here. So I see. I see
did he
what
get
you're
in?
getting. Yeah.
Who gave him the key? That's great. All right, Hamster. Please reveal the score to us.
Well, our beautifully drawn guest with a decent score of 13, currently in 9th position. Well done.
All right, that's good.
And Harstem with an amazing start of 2-0 and then just jumping off a cliff for whatever reason at 16 points.
16, though, is not bad. It's, well, okay, 16 is bad, but it could have been worse.
That was good though. I enjoyed that. I got to say, it's really fast. Like when you're watching the YouTube videos, like just like say the actual when you make the videos and put them on YouTube, like it seems really kind of relaxed, like watching it as a viewer. But when you're actually just like in the call and you're watching like an edited down clip and trying to evaluate it, like it makes it way harder. Like I feel like if I was just looking at the replay for 30 minutes, it would be much simpler.
Yeah, really. If you were to look at the replay for 30 minutes, it would be much simpler. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think people you don't really get the sense of that as an audience member. Like in a way, like you watch it as an audience member on the YouTube video and you're kind of like, oh, like this isn't so bad. But when you actually just have to watch only those the little segments, I don't think people appreciate the skill that's being displayed on this.
That's true.
This piece of content.
That's true. Yeah, maybe they don't. Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yep. Anyway.
All right. And that brings us to the score with playoff spots going to Winter, Mechanic, and Upper 3 as they are 100% qualified for the playoffs. Serral, however, still could be beaten down by next week's contestant. And who that might be, you're going to have to tune in next week to find out. Ooh, this is a build. Ooh, this is a build. Look at this. It makes no sense that this is dealing damage because this was scouted by the Oracle. Do we have carriers as well? Okay, carrier Tempest. Oh, but there's BCs. This was an epic mech game actually.